Now how are they different? I want to talk about calculating marginal probability of marginal probability of the late or the second event here. Let's say I want to calculate marginal probability of getting a 2 on a die. So the general formula for marginal probability is marginal probability of A is probability of B so marginal probability of A equals probability of A and B occurring and probability of A and B2 occurring and so on. And however many events we got. So let's see how this works in this example. So let's say we want to have a probability of getting a 2. So this is 1, 2, and this is another 2. So our A is 2. So we have probability of 2 equals probability of 2 and heads happening. Probability of 2 and heads happening plus probability of 2 and tails happening. So this is one probability plus this probability. So what is this probability? Probability of this happening. Probability of getting heads and 2. It's point. Probability of heads happening is 0.5, 50%, and probability of 2 happening is 1/6. So we just multiply those two. Probability of this happening is 1 over 12. This equals to 1 over 12. And that's plus the probability of this 2 happening. So first of all, tail happens, and then roll it out and get a 2. That's also 1 over 12. So summing them up, we get 1 over 6. So the marginal probability of getting a 2 is 1 over 6. So that is what it's saying is that we know we can get. We can just look at roll a die. We know the probability of getting a 2 is 1 over 6. So for independent events, marginal probability just equals a regular probability for independent events. So this is a marginal probability of getting 2. Getting 2 is 1/6. And it is also 1/6 if we just roll a die. So marginal probability of independent events just equals probability. Just probability of just if we would have just rolled the die. So that makes it easier, doesn't it? Because we can just think about marginal probability of independent events. We just think of probability of this event. But it's different for dependent events. And it's different. Now let's say we want to calculate the marginal probability of people following the event. Let's do the same thing. So now we're gonna have we're interested in a probability of people following the event. So we have to add up probability of somebody's following event and being in Western Europe, somebody's probability of F and being in Western Europe, and plus we have to add to that probability of somebody being this following event and being in South America. this probability, that is 0.2, plus this probability, that is 0.45. We just add those up. So this is saying this is that, and the later part is somebody's in South America in their phone. And notice here they're different, unlike here where they're the same. But the marginal probability of somebody following the event is 2 plus. So the marginal probability of somebody following the event is 65%, 0.65. So that's how marginal probability is different for dependent and independent events.